Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hayden B. Grilling. Now, this morning we're going to make some smothered pork chops. We've made this meal. It's really good. So good, my wife, she's been craving it, wanting it, so we're going to oblige. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is going to get that crock pot liner put in my crock pot. Again, this is not mandatory by any means necessary, but it makes cleanup a lot easier, a lot faster. Next thing I'm going to do is take some pork chops. Now I just got some little thin boneless pork chops. I'm going to set them down in the bottom of the crock pot. Next thing I'm going to do is come back and pour some seasoning over my pork chops. And this morning I'm going to use Granny Moore's Good Rub. Just kind of season those up a little bit. That's to your preference. Next we're going to add 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Just pour that onto the pork chops. Next, we're going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Again, just pour that in there on top. Next, we're going to add 1 packet of this Lipton's onion soup. Just sprinkle that in on top. Followed by 1 packet of pork gravy powder. Next, we're going to add in 3/4 cup of water. And once we got those ingredients in there, we're just going to kind of combine all those ingredients a little bit. Doesn't have to be mixed in perfectly, but just kind of spread everything out. Now, what I like to do, and this was not in the recipe, but I like to take about half of an onion and cut it into slices, and then just take the onion rings there, just kind of spread them out throughout the crock pot. All right, so she's ready to go. Now I'm going to leave those onions sitting there on top. I'm not going to stir and mix those in. They will render down as it cooks. All right, so we got our crock pot closed. We're going to bump this down to an 8-hour cook. All right, folks, so we pulling the lid off the crock pot. Ooh, and them onions are looking good in there. So let's get us a couple of them pork chops out. All righty, folks, so pulling out some pork chop. I've made me a bed of rice here. Now, the best part, in my opinion, about this dish is you got this good old gravy made in here, right? So scoop some of that out. Pour that over your rice and pork chop. And that right there, folks, is what the finished product is looking like. Like I said, over a bed of rice. These pork chops so tender, the fork just went right through the middle of it there, but we're about to give it that all-important taste test. Folks, that is really good. It's a good, simple, quick, easy meal. Throw everything together in the morning before you go to work. Turn on the crock pot, and you're done. Like I said, great meal for the crazy weeknights. A very delicious meal. So please, y'all, give us a try. Let me know what you think. Y'all like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.